My name is George Hikalis, and I'm president of the Institute for Rational Urban Mobility. I'm here to share some thoughts about trains, which is what we really need to make better in our city to have our mobility work better. One of the initiatives our organization, IRM, is advocating is taking the commuter rail lines that serve the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut metropolitan area and merging them together into a single, coordinated, integrated regional rail system, as we call it. This would begin by focusing at Penn Station, where the lines do come together, or most of them do, by having through running, where trains would come in from New Jersey, stop at Penn Station, and continue out to Long Island or over the Hellgate Bridge to the Bronx and Westchester, and vice versa, of course. More ambitious would be to connect Penn Station and Grand Central. The image that you can see on the screen here behind me is a plan that was developed by one of the nation's leading engineering firms, Parsons Brinckerhoff, for a project called the Access to the Region's Core project. It suggested that it's feasible and practical and doable to connect these two train stations together, the nation's largest train stations. This would open up many, many opportunities for travel between the suburbs as well as for different parts of Manhattan. For example, travelers from the west of Hudson communities could get to Manhattan's east side, which is a tough slog right now, and vice versa. People coming from the north could go straight through to Penn Station and on to points in New Jersey, like Newark Airport and Newark and other locations. This would open up the way for many, many new alternatives to driving. Driving is, of course, a chore. Even travel between the suburbs is difficult. Crossing the Hudson River is a nightmare, where we wait for an hour in cars to get across the Lincoln Tunnel or the Holland Tunnel every day. These are delays that are not going away without some drastic measures, and certainly an important part of this would be to make our rail systems really function better for us. Right now, they do a pretty good job of bringing people into the Manhattan Central Business District, people who live in the suburbs and work in the core, but they do far less well in attracting other travel markets. By through routing the trains, by integrating the fares, and by running many more trains off-peak and weekends especially, more discretionary travel will find our commuter rail system, now dubbed regional rail, much more useful and much more attractive. We urge you to take a look at some of these proposals. They're on our irm.org website. There are links that would take you to other websites, including one called Regional Rail. Thank you very much for the opportunity to discuss this.